walk into school heading toward the locker room with your bag slung over your shoulder. As soon as you reach your locker, your heart sinks. It's covered in stickers and hateful words, mocking you for being powerless, for never shifting, for being ashamed to the pack. Your chest tightens and you blink back tears. You try to ignore it, but just then, Kim Yoon steps into the room with a smirk. Well, well, she sneered loud enough for everyone to hear. Look who it is, poor Vian, no wolf, no power, just a weak little girl who will probably die without ever shifting. Laughter erupts around the locker room. You stay silent, feeling small. Kim Yeon walks up and shows you. You stumble and fall hard against the cold floor, tears sting your eyes. Suddenly, Kim Yeon's friends walk over, laughing and whispering to each other. One of them looks at you and smirks. You feel uncomfortable, then out of nowhere, one of them throws a drink at you. You gasp as it splashes all your dress. Before you can react, another girl throws a juice on your face, tears fill your eyes. You look around. You run out of the room, tears blinding your vision. You don't stop, you just want to get out. Suddenly, you bump into someone. You almost fall, but strong arms catch you. You look up into the eyes of a stranger, a boy you have never seen before. His eyes are full of concern, but you are too heartbroken. You push him away and run home. Once home, you locked your bedroom door, fell to the floor, and cried until your eyes could cry no more. But the pain didn't stop. A sharp ache grew in your chest. You hugged your knees tightly and closed your eyes, trying to breathe. A few hours later, your bedroom door cracked open. It was your grandmother. What happened, my child? She asked softly, her eyes full of worry. You couldn't hold it in. You got up and ran into her arms, crying all over again. Between sobs, you told her everything. She hugged you tightly, whispering gentle words to calm you down. The next morning, your body felt heavy, but you forced yourself to get up and go to school. The fear of facing everyone made your stomach turn. When you walked into the classroom, all the talking stopped. You could feel the stares, the whispers. Everyone was looking at you and not kindly. You kept your head down and quietly sat at your desk. Moments later, Kim Yeon walked over with a smirk. Oh, poor Mayan, she said, loud enough for the class to hear. I am honestly surprised you even showed your face after that. You belong with the weak ones. You're not a real wolf. You didn't answer. Your heart ached, but you kept your eyes on your desk. Then suddenly, a voice rang through the room. Enough, Kim Yeon. Go back to your seat. Everyone turned. The voice was strong and cold. Kim Yeon flipped her hair and scoffed. Who do you think you are? But the moment she saw the boy's eyes, her voice faded. Fear flickered across her face. Without another word, she turned and walked away. The boy walked over to you. Are you okay? He asked gently. You looked up. It was him, the same boy, the one who caught you before you fell. His eyes were warm, not judging. You nodded slowly. Yeah, you whispered. For a moment, you felt something different, a quiet connection, not loud but strong, calming. That night at the dinner table, your grandmother brings up a name you haven't heard in a while, your mother's. It's been a month since she died, she says quietly, her voice heavy with sadness. But no one has found her killer yet, and I don't understand how our alpha is doing nothing. I'm starting to think he knows something. So who's the new alpha? Jeon Jungkook, your grandmother answered. The elders choose Jungkook, but she hesitates. I have heard things. They say he has a terrible temper, that he's more beast than man. He's not a kind leader. I don't know what's going on in this pack anymore. You don't say anything. You finish your meal in silence, your mind spinning. Later that night, you step outside for some fresh air. The cold breeze touches your skin as you walk down the quiet road. You hope it will calm your thoughts. But then you see him, the same boy. Why is he always around me? You think. He smiles gently, having heard your thoughts. He walks over without hesitation. Hey, Ryan, everything okay? Yeah, you say, trying to sound casual. Just needed a walk. You glance into his eyes and feel something stir inside you. Something powerful, unfamiliar, dangerous. You quickly shake it off and change the subject. Then you ask his name. He replied Jungkook. You were surprised. Are you our new alpha? He smiled. I hear you have anger issues, you said. But I don't think that's true. You both laughed. After a moment, you added, my grandma said you know something about my mother's death. Jungkook shook his head. No, but we will find the killer soon. After spending some more time together, you returned home. The next morning, you woke up with a heavy heart. You didn't want to go to training. The anger still burned inside you. But skipping training would only make things worse. Everyone already thinks I am useless. You thought, if I don't show up, they will just use it as another reason to push me out of the pack. So you forced yourself to get ready and headed to the training ground. As expected, Kim Yeon and her group were already there. The moment they saw you, they started laughing and whispering, "She really came? After everything? Maybe she thinks she's strong now. But today, you didn't care. You were too tired, too angry. You walked right past them without saying a word. Training started. Everyone was told to pair up, but no one picked you." Jimin, the trainer, looked around and said, "You need a partner, Ryan." Anyone? No one moved. Everyone laughed at you, and Kim Yeon walks up to you and said, "Get out of here, no one chose you." Your mind was spinning. You stared at him, stunned. You clenched your fist, anger flooded your chest. Something snapped inside you. Your anger surged, and this time it didn't stay inside. Your eyes suddenly turned blood red. Your nails grew long and sharp. Your teeth stretched into fangs. Everyone stared in shock as you stood there, transferred not into a wolf but into something else, something darker, a vampire. Just before you could attack Kim Yeon, Jungkook suddenly appeared and held you back. In your anger, you bit Jungkook's arm. He didn't fight back. You pulled back, blood trickled down his skin. You finally looked down, the blood. Your eyes widened. You stepped back, horrified by what you had done. Then everything went black. When you collapsed, Jungkook moved fast. He caught you before you hit the ground, holding you gently in his arm. Without a word, he carried you away, ignoring the stares, the whispers, the fear. He brought you to his room and laid you carefully on the bed. He looked at you, conflicted, silent, a mark now burned on his hand where you had beaten him, and yet he didn't seem angry, only curious, concerned. You slowly opened your eyes, and your body ached like you'd been hit by a storm. As your vision cleared, you saw him, Jungkook, sitting silently in a sofa near the bed. You tried to sit up, but a sharp pain pulsed through your head, forcing you to wince. "Don't move," Jungkook said softly. "You need rest." "Where am I?" you asked, your first try. "You are in my room," he replied calmly. Your eyes narrowed. "How long have I been here?" "About 6 hours," he said. "You fainted after what happened." You groaned and threw the blanket off your legs, swinging them over the bed. "I want to go home," you said. "Try to stand." But before you could take a step, Jungkook gently grabbed your arm. "No, you can't," he said firmly. "Not yet." You looked at him, confused and angry. "Why not?" "Because after what you did, everyone's scared. No one expected it. You didn't shift into a wolf. You become a vampire." He paused, watching your reaction. "You're a hybrid lion, half vampire, half wolf, and we don't know why." Your breath caught. "What?" He looked serious. "You need to stay here until I figure everything out." You shook your head. "No, I want to go home. My grandma, she's probably worried about me. We informed her and no one is allowed to meet you. You're not going anywhere until we found the truth." Jungkook stood up slowly, stepping closer to you until he was just inches away. You could feel the heat of his breath, the tension in the air. His voice was low but steady. "You are safe here. Don't worry. No one will hurt you in my home. I am trying to find the truth." His gaze was sincere, but now he was so close, too close. His warmth, his scent, it overwhelmed your senses. You didn't know what came over you, but your anger softened, your chest tightened, and you couldn't say anything more. You turned your face away, quietly laying back down on the bed. Jungkook looked at you for a moment longer. Something in him shifted. He felt it too, the strange pull, the unexplainable connection. He straightened up and silently walked out of the room, leaving you alone. Far away in the shadows, Vampire King Morvan sensed your power and said, "Finally, my daughter is awake." Then he commanded his spy, "Go to her and bring her back. She is the princess of vampires. She belongs here." The spy obeyed his king's command and set out to find you. At the dinner table, you barely touched your food. Jungkook, sitting across from you, noticed your silence. After a moment, he told you the truth about yourself. He said, "We talked to your grandma. She told us that years ago the wolf pack went on a hunt and your mother disappeared for a few days. When she came back, she was pregnant. No one knew who your father was except your mother. And now we know your father is a vampire." Your hands trembled. A part of you had always felt different. Now you know why. Quietly, you got up and walked to the room Jungkook had given you. He didn't stop you. Later, Jungkook sat in his office thinking about you. He felt a deep connection, something he couldn't explain. He could hear your thoughts and sense your fear. Now he started to doubt everything, but deep inside he felt like you might be his mate. Since that night, Jungkook had changed. He knew the pack was no longer safe for you. Whispers behind your back had grown louder. Fear turned to hate. You noticed how protective he had become, how close he stood beside you, how his eyes softened when he looked at you, how your heartbeat always seemed to sync with his when he touched your hand or stepped too close. And you didn't stop him because deep down you didn't want to. By evening, you sat up craving fresh air, so you slipped on a jacket and wandered outside, your feet carrying you to the woods near Jungkook's home. The trees whispered around you, the wind was cold. Suddenly, you felt something behind you. You turned, nothing, but then a shadow zipped past, fast, too fast. Your breath caught in your throat. You turned and ran. But before you could make it back, something slammed into your back. You hit the ground hard, your knees scraping against a rock. Somewhere far away, Jungkook felt it, a stab of pain in his chest, like a warning. Wyan, he called the house. She went out for a walk, Maid told him, and that was all he needed. He shifted into his wolf form and ran to you without wasting a second. You tried to shift, nothing happened. Your vampire side, it was gone. Then a figure stepped out of the shadows. Spy, finally, he said. The princess calls for us. You looked up in confusion. Princess? If you want your power back, he said, come with me, come to your father. You don't belong here. You belong with me. My father? Yes, Spy sneered. King Morwen. You know him, I serve him, Spy said, stepping closer, and now you will too. He reached for your hand, but slam, a flash of black tore through the trees. Jungkook, he lunged at Spy, tackling him to the ground. Spy hissed and scrambled up, glaring at the alpha. You dare attack her again, Jungkook growled, eyes glowing cold, and I will rip you apart. Spy, knowing he was no match for an enraged alpha, vanished into the shadows. Jungkook dropped to his knees beside you. Are you hurt? You nodded weakly. Just my knee. He looked at the wound, then without a word, he picked you up in his arm back home. He laid you on your bed and placed his hand over your injury. A warm glow surrounded it. Within seconds, the wound closed. You stared at him. He stood, turning serious. I need to alert the others. Vampires are coming. And as he left the room, you whispered to yourself, why I do feel safe only with him. Later that night, Jungkook returned to your room. He didn't say anything at first. He just sat beside you on the bed. After a long silence, he finally spoke. I don't understand why he came for you. Vampires never cross into our territory so boldly. Not like this. You turned to him. Heart heavy, you cut him off gently. I know why. Jungkook looked at you sharply, waiting. You took a deep breath. In the woods, when vampire came to me, I tried to shift, I tried to become a vampire, but I couldn't. My powers were gone. Then he said, if I wanted my powers back, I had to go with him. That I don't belong here, he said. You hesitated. He said my father sent him. Jungkook's entire body tensed. Your father? You nodded. The vampire king Morwen, he's my real father. And if I stay here, I am putting you and the entire pack in danger. I thought maybe I should go to him. Jungkook stood abruptly. No, you looked at him in surprise. You don't belong there. You belong here with me, with the pack, no matter what blood runs in your veins. But I'm not a just wolf, you whispered. I am a vampire, and vampires are enemies to your kind. Still standing, Jungkook looked down at you, his voice low, rough. You reached up, placing your hand softly on his cheek. Why do you care so much, Jungkook? He paused. Then he said it because I know it now. It's not just a feeling anymore. He slowly sat beside you again, eyes locked with yours. You are my mate, your breath caught. I feel it in every part of me. And I love you. You didn't speak at first, you just looked at him, your heart racing. Then a soft smile curved your lips. I feel it too. Jungkook gently pulled you into his arm, holding you tightly. Don't go anywhere, he whispered. Stay always. That night, you tried to sleep, but your mind wouldn't rest. You stared at the ceiling. What if the vampires attack the pack for me? What if Jungkook gets hurt? What if I lose everything again? You turned on your side. Jungkook was asleep next to you. He hadn't left your side all evening. You looked at him, his peaceful face. Suddenly, Jungkook's phone buzzed. He stirred, sat up quickly, and slipped out of the room to take the call. Outside on the phone, Jimin Jungkook answered, a low voice. Jimin's tone was serious. We found out who killed Ryan's mom. It was the Vampire King. Jungkook was shocked. Are you sure about that? Yes, I am sure, came the reply. He ended the call without another word and rushed back into the room, but the bed was empty. Voyan, panic surged through him. He searched the entire house, nothing. Then it hit him. She's going to him. Jungkook's eyes burned with fury. He ran to the front gate, howling his alpha call. Moments later, his warriors gathered. We are going to the Vampire Kingdom, he said, his voice cold and deadly. At the Vampire Kingdom, you arrived at the towering gates. As you stepped into the grand black stone palace, King Morwen appeared at the top of the throne stairs, his eyes glowing with pride. Finally, my daughter, my princess, you have returned. You said nothing, your expression cold, but you followed him. Inside the throne hall, the king raised a hand and announced to the gathering of ancient vampires, bow before your future queen, my blood, my child. The hall echoed with whisper and cheers. You remained silent, eyes scanning everyone. Later, you turned sharply and demanded, "If I am your daughter, then give me my powers." Morven's lips curled into a satisfied grin. "Of course, my child." He placed his cold hand on your forehead. A burst of red black light surged through your body. Your breath hissed. Every flowed back into your limbs like fire and ice. Your powers returned, and stronger than before. After some time, Jungkook entered the throne hall with his warriors. When you saw him, you were shocked. His face was tied with emotions. "Why are you here?" you asked. "Go back, I chose to be here." Jungkook's voice was firm but pleading. "You promised me you'd never leave." King Morvan stood from his throne. "She came here on her own, Alpha. She knows her place. Now go before my gods, drink the last drop of your blood." Jungkook didn't move. "We didn't come to fight. I just came to take her home." He stepped closer and took your hand gently. "Vian, he's not your father. He's a monster. He's the one who killed your mother." The world froze. "What?" You turned slowly to face Morven, your body shaking. "Is that true? Answer me." The king's face darkened, but he finally spoke. "Your mother left me, betrayed me. When she learned she was pregnant, she fled. Then she returned, not for love, but to kill me. I didn't have a choice." A scream ripped from your throat. Pain, betrayal, rage. Suddenly, your body ignited with power. Your eyes glowed, one red, one yellow. Your fangs grew, your claws extended. Your palm twisted into your true self, a hybrid. Gasps echoed through the hall. "She's both, a hybrid." Vampires caught lunged toward you, but your body moved on its own. You struck them down effortlessly, tearing through their defenses. You reached Morven and grabbed him by the throat, flying high into the air before slamming him to the marble floor. From the side, Jungkook and his warriors fought with the vampire army. Blood and magic filled the air. You stood over the king, face twisted with fury. You slashed his throat with your claws and then bit into his neck, drinking his blood like a creature possessed. Jungkook was in shock, frozen. You looked nothing like the girl he knew. He rushed forward, wrapped his arm around you, and pulled you away. "Vian, stop! It's over! It's over!" You blinked, the madness faded. Your body crumbled to the ground, darkness. Later, at Jungkook's home, you slowly opened your eyes, weak but safe. The familiar scent of pine and warmth surrounded you. Jungkook was sitting beside your bed. When your eyes met, he gave a soft smile. You're awake, you smiled back, your heart lighter than it had felt in days. I did it. I took revenge. I know the truth now." Just then, the door creaked open, Grandma, eyes wet with tears. You hugged her tightly, the pain in your chest finally softened. "You're safe, my child." That evening, outside Jungkook's house, under glowing lights, the pack gathered in celebration. A feast, laughter, music. The war was over. Peace had returned. Jungkook stood before the crowd and raised your hand. "This is Vian, my mate." Everyone cheered. There were no more whispers, no more judgment. Only respect. For the first time, you felt like you belonged. And as Jungkook leaned in and kissed you softly, you knew your love story had only just begun.